So we're going to groove your swing. We're using the CardioGolf Shorty Club. This club is short so that you can swing inside. You're not going to hit the ceilings or the walls. Not everybody has high ceilings. So if you don't have this club, make sure that you have enough room to swing. You can get yours at cardiogolf.com. All right, from here, just with your front arm only, I'm right-handed, so my front arm would be my left arm. I'm gonna go ahead and set my grip on, and I'm just gonna do some practice swings. And I'm just doing a halfway back to a halfway through, kind of the basic motion in the golf swing. You can see here as I swing back, there's a slight bit of hinge as if I was shaking hands with someone on my right side, and then I'm gonna shift my weight, and as if I was shaking hands with someone on my left side. So if I'm facing you, shake hands to shake hands. So watch, if I go through like this, that ball would be curving a lot to the left. If I go through like this, that club face would be open facing to the right for a right-handed golfer, and it would shoot off to the right. So if you want to hit the ball square, you've got to make sure that club face is square. So here's my shake hands on the backswing, here's my weight shift, and then I physically rotate, and here's my shake hands on the forward swing. And then you can do that with your right arm only. Shake hands to shake hands, shake hands to shake hands. Now you're using your back arm like this. So here's your shake hands on the backswing, little weight shift, and then shake hands on the follow through. So I'm not rolling the club face open on the backswing. I'm not trying to keep it straight. I'm just letting it swing in conjunction with my body, and then I'm trying to let it rotate in conjunction with my body on the follow through. Then go ahead and put both hands on, and we'll do that basic motion. So here's your shake hands on your backswing, little weight shift, rotation, shake hands on the follow through. So you can check yourself when you swing through, your club face should be square. So you should be able to turn around, and that club face would be square as if you were going to hit a shot this way. So watch. If I swing through like this, which a lot of people do, look, if I turned around, look how at address position, my ball would be shooting off to the right. If I overdo that, you can see I come back. Look how the club face is closed. So shake hands, shake hands, shake hands, shake hands. All right, let's move on. Now we'll do a little wrist hinge. So imagine there's a hole in the butt end of your club, and your shaft is full of water, and as you swing back, you're just trying to let that water trickle out, so the hinge is happening naturally. So you don't want to dump the water out right away, and you definitely don't want to keep the water in the shaft as you go back. So let it gradually, so it's a nice smooth takeaway, smooth takeaway. We're really focusing on the arm swing in this Groove Your Swing workout. If you want to get technical, you can see the butt end of the club is pointing to my belly in the backswing, and it stays pointed to my belly until just outside my back foot, and then that's when it would start to turn over so the water could trickle down by my right foot. So you don't want to pick it up right away, and you don't want to keep it in the shaft. So let it hinge naturally, and then on the follow through, the same thing. Here's my downswing, and then let that water trickle out on the follow through. If you follow through like this, you can see the butt end of the club is pointed to the sky. The water wouldn't trickle out, and you don't want the water to trickle out before you get to your other side. All right, top of the backswing. You might not be able to see what's going on, but maybe someone videotapes you or you have a mirror. At the top of your swing, your club should be parallel to your target line. So if I show you from this side, you want the club to be parallel to your target line. You don't want it to be across the line or laid off. So practice swinging back and practice feeling your club parallel at the top. You can't see it, but if someone watches you or you videotape yourself, you'll be able to practice that. So swing it and practice getting that club parallel at the top. All right, we'll continue. So from the top, to initiate your downswing, there's a little bit of a squat, and feel that you're leading with the butt end of the club and your back elbow. So don't lead the action with your club head and then your elbows pointing to the sky. So watch the difference. Lead with your butt end of the club and your elbow. So my elbow is pointing down and the club head is still behind my hands. I'm not letting that club head go down and my elbow point up. So it's a subtle move this way, this way. So you can see I have to have a little pressure on my front foot in order to do that. I can't just do it with my upper body. So feel that. So you can start over and do your shake hands, your wrist hinge, nice parallel at the top, and then practice that little move where you point the butt end of the club down towards the ball, not the club head to the ball. And then let's keep going to impact. So here's your top of your swing, that little nice little weight shift, and then at impact, you want the butt end of the club to be pointing to your front hip. You don't want that butt end of the club to be pointed back behind you. So practice coming down and keep rotating your body and your arms. So at impact, you can see I have a nice flat wrist at impact. The club face is square. What's great about the shorty club is because the club head's closer to your hands, it's easier to see the club face at impact, like this. And you should feel pressure on your front foot. Your head should still be looking down at where the ball is. In fact, it should be behind the ball. You don't want it ahead of the ball like this. So this is super detailed information. You wouldn't be able to think about this while you're playing, but you can do this away from the course. And if you do this enough, these positions will feel comfortable. So practice that impact. So you should have one straight line from your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist, and your club head. You don't want it to be broken like this. Let's take it to the release. So here's your shake hands, your wrist hinge, top of your swing, the start of the downswing, your impact. Now from here, keep looking at where the ball was, and you're rotating your forearm, and there's your shake hands on the other side. So you don't want to look up and finish like this. Look where that butt end of the club is pointing. The water wouldn't be trickling out. Look at the difference there. See how the water would be trickling down? But now I'm adding, keeping your head still looking down. Don't raise up out of your posture and watch where the ball goes. And then you don't have to overdo this either. You can see the butt end of the club is pointing that way. It should be pointed down. See the difference? There. You can see I'm using the ground to push off of. And then your finish happens because of a result of everything good in your swing. Here's your halfway back, shake hands, your wrist hinge, top of your swing, start of the downswing, your impact, your release, and now watch to look where the ball goes. I don't stand up, I simply swivel my head to watch where the ball is going, and then I finish like the girl or the guy on top of the trophy. Someone can see the spikes on the bottom of my shoe. I have a nice little arch in my back. The club is resting on my shoulder. My elbows are soft. I'm not finishing like this. I'm not finishing like this. I'm not finishing this way. I'm not finishing flat-footed. So you have to practice these moves away from the course so that they feel comfortable. So let's go through them one more time. So here's your shake hands, your wrist hinge, top of your swing, your downswing, impact, your release, and your follow through. And now just pretend someone's videotaped your swing, and now you're showing them your swing in super slow motion, just trying to hit all those positions. And then speed it up a little bit. and then add some flow and some tempo. And there's your golf swing. And that's your Groove Your Swing workout for today.